This morning on Sunrise, an alleged drunk driver accused of plowing through a crowd in Portland's Old Town, leaving several people with broken bones. And prosecutors say this is not the first time he's faced drunk driving charges.
And we're also tracking wildfire burning east of Cascade Locks. We'll bring you the latest on the fire spread and evacuation orders.
Here's a headline I think we can all get behind. We no longer have to remove our shoes at TSA security checkpoints at the Portland airport. Hallelujah. We're going to fill you in on what we know about the new policy coming up here in the 6 o'clock hour of Sunrise.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us on your Tuesday. I'm China Green.
And I'm Drew Carney. In honor of that last headline, we're going no shoes for this hour of the show.
Oh boy.
Rod, Chris,
Wow.
Weather and
Wow.
traffic, please. Oh, there you go.
I'll join you.
Yeah, isn't
Woo!
Put this back on. No.
I understand that TSA said they couldn't take it anymore. Too many people with smelly feet, right?
Is that it?
Yeah, that's what it was.
It worked.
The flexibility on you,
It
though.
worked. We have another day just like yesterday coming up. Good morning to you. It's going to be a sunny, beautiful day, but it will be hot this afternoon as temperatures again will get up to about 90. There's our state capital. It's 61 out the door. Clearly, this is the more comfortable part of your day, so again, plan accordingly. 62 degrees. I have Portland getting up to 77 at noon, and then the heat will be on. Again, not crazy hot like yesterday. We just hit 90, and today I think we may just hit 90 again. Chris, you have your shoes on? Yes.
I can't get my feet up that high. All right, there you go. Let's zoom in here down in the Sherwood area. Actually, just getting word of a possible crash on 99W southbound. The road remains open, but just be on the lookout for the emergency response there. Back into Clark County, we are green on the traffic maps. Just be aware exit 9 northbound will be closed a little bit later on this morning for a few hours. Quick check at the Banfield. Traffic zipping right along on that side of town. Drive times are all in green out of Clark County right now. We're operating at a speed limit clip. So far, guys, mostly so good on this Tuesday morning.
Thank you, Chris. A drunk driving suspect was in court yesterday after witnesses say he hit as many as a dozen people, injuring several.
So this all happened in Portland's Old Town after police say the suspect ran a stop sign at 4th and Cooch. Sunrise reporter Thomas Schultz joins us live outside the Multnomah County Justice Center this morning. So Thomas, what do we know at this point about the suspect?
Well, Drew and China, the suspect is named Tyler William Miller, and police say that on July 4th, around 2 o'clock in the morning, he barreled into a group of people. Miller is being charged with DUI, reckless driving, assault in the third degree, and 15 counts of recklessly endangering another person. He pleaded not guilty. Initially, police said 4 people went to the hospital after the crash. Some had broken bones. Since then, prosecutors say 5 other victims have come forward. 2 called into the court hearing asking that Miller be kept behind bars. Court documents show Miller's blood alcohol level was 0.19 that night. That's more than 2 times the legal limit. One officer even wrote, "I told Tyler that he could have killed many people. I asked him if he realized what he just did, and he told me no."
Initially, they were up at the window saying you need to stop your car, put it in park, and he was fumbling with the controls of the vehicle and actually backed up quite a ways, and so they're still trying to get him to stop. You know, they're worried that someone else might get hurt.
Prosecutors also noted this isn't Miller's first time facing drunk driving charges. Last year, he completed a diversion program in Washington County, leading the court to dismiss a DUI charge. Now, Miller's bail, with all that being known, the judge set his bail at $50,000. Miller is expected to be in court sometime next week. Drew, China.
Thank you, Thomas. In Tiger, 2 teens are at home recovering after they were struck by a hit-and-run driver in southeast Portland. Authorities say the 2 18-year-olds were hit in a crosswalk by a driver who ran the red light. This was just after midnight on Sunday, June 29th at Southeast 122nd and Market Street there. It's an area designated as a high crash corridor. One of the teens suffered cuts and bruises, the other a broken leg.
I think he hit me with the left corner of his car because I have a bruise that's like the exact shape of a headlight, like distinctly the shape of a headlight.
I do think there's an issue of like that was seriously concerning. If you hit 2 young pedestrians, another car, and your instinct is, I got to get out of here.
Police are trying to find the driver of the car. They describe the vehicle as a black or dark colored SUV. If you know anything, call Portland Police.
We're tracking a new wildfire this morning that started yesterday in the Gorge, prompting level 1 and level 2 evacuation orders in the town of Wyeth. That's about 8 miles east of Cascade Locks. The most recent update shows the Wyeth fire has burned at least 25 acres. At one point, we know it was impacting transmission lines, cutting off power to Cascade Locks, but the power is back on this morning. Evacuations are focused on the Wyeth campground and around Herman Creek Road. I-84 is still open through that stretch, but officials say smoke could impact drivers' visibility. Chris McGinnis is going to keep a close eye on this for us throughout the morning.
Meantime, Pacific Power has been shutting off electricity in some spots this summer to reduce wildfire risk. That includes one outage in Bend that impacted thousands of people. Pacific Power says these outages are triggered by enhanced safety settings, like when wildlife, vegetation, or high winds interfere with power lines, especially in areas flagged with elevated wildfire risk. But some locals wonder if it's going too far.
I'd like to see a mutual agreement and an understanding of why the power was automatically shut off. Maybe they've gone too far on the spectrum where they're shutting the power off when it really didn't need to be.
Pacific Power says these safety settings help prevent wildfires. They say customers got an email before fire season telling them outages could become more frequent. The utility says it's also working to reduce the frequency and duration of outages.
I'm very excited about this next story. According to multiple reports, TSA is officially allowing passengers to keep their shoes on during security checkpoints at select airports, including Portland.
What?
Whoop. A memo went out to TSA officers last week stating the new policy will allow passengers to keep their shoes on in all screening lanes. However, travelers who trigger the scanner alarm will be required to take their shoes off for additional screening. TSA first began requiring passengers to take off their shoes in 2006. Apparently, we don't have a lot of video of people going through TSA checkpoints at the airport because it froze there so quickly. But you were saying this is not really a big news headline for you because you're one of the elite.
I have TSA pre-check, which is the best $100 you will ever spend.
Absolutely.
That's all it is $100?
It's like 100, maybe 150. I don't know how long it lasts, but every time you go to the airport and it's lines of people, there's maybe 10 people, and you just skate through like.
I've seen it, and I always think, man, I wish I had that, and then I put my head down and keep on going. I didn't know it was $100.
Hey, don't eat out for like 2 weeks and buy that. You will thank me. I promise.
You don't have to take your laptop out of your bags either. When I almost always carry my travel with my laptop, so that's always.
So this story is really just for me and the common people. I got you. Okay, thank you.
All right, this is a day a lot like yesterday in every single way so far. Yesterday we had fog and low clouds blanketing the coast, and in some cases the sun didn't pop out until like 2 o'clock or so in the afternoon. That may be the case again today. This is kind of fun. Just grab this off the camera from the Channel House in Depot Bay. You can see one of the boats coming out for the day there, out of the world's smallest harbor, they call it, and there's downtown Depot Bay with low clouds and fog, maybe some misty weather to be found too. Inland, we're just perfectly clear and really not a breath of wind. Here's the Reserve Vineyards and Golf Club in Aloha, 62 degrees, in downtown Portland with the calm Willamette River also at 62 and light northwest winds. So a really nice morning. Take advantage because I do have temperatures getting back up to about 90 today, 59 in Tigard. Currently, it's also 59 degrees in Kaiser. Our forecast map this afternoon. We have the heat advisory, remember, east of the Dalles up into the Columbia Basin. Pendleton could be as high as 104 for the actual high today. We have mid-90s in Madras, so plenty of heat. We've got a thunderstorm threat developing this afternoon in central over eastern Oregon out toward the Blues. We expect the coast, most areas, to get at least some developing sun. I think Astoria got up to 68 yesterday. This shows temperatures upper 80s to about 90 in the valley, which is right where we were yesterday. I think Portland has a chance to hit 90. Tomorrow, completely different weather world. Cloudiness, 75 degrees, maybe some light rain, especially in the morning along the north coast, or maybe up around Kelso Longview as well, or at least some misty weather. And then we've got clouds breaking into sun and only 78 on Thursday. So 2 comfy days coming up. And then just like that, we're back up to about 90 or 91 on Friday. Right now, the weekend looks like it's sunny and holding in the 80s, and that is your update.